All right, if you've been following the NFL at all this season, in Week 5, this was a big controversy. A lot of people had this in Survivor, the Arizona Cardinals against Tennessee. It looked like a for sure lock. Well, then this play happened, right? There's 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. What's his name? Whatever his name is. Hey, score a touchdown, and then I'll remember your name. How about that? But he breaks off a 70-yard run. Looked like it was a touchdown, and then this happened.
Turn of events. What looked to be a 72-yard touchdown run has been over.
Ooh, he fumbles the ball before crossing the goal line. Ultimately, there was a lot of other things that went wrong for the Cardinals after this, but this pinpoints what lost them the game. Because if he scores there, what? They're going up
28-6.
28-6. There's no way the Titans come back from that, even with all the fluky things that happen. So they're going to go up 28-6. They probably cover the game. A whole bunch of people are still around to survive. The Cardinals get a win, and everything's feeling good. They'll be 3-2 instead of 2-3. But no, this guy makes a boneheaded play this a couple times this season, it feels like, and he just flips the ball out and ended up being a fumble and a turnover. Well, his coach didn't like that, right? Jonathan Gannon goes to the sideline here and lays in. I mean, look, he's already right here. He's already sad. His team all around him. Like, it's okay, but Jonathan Gannon's like, no.
It's not okay, motherfucker.
Not at all. You just he knows that they're about to lose the game now, even though they're still up 21-6. But watch this. Gets into him, lays into him, right? He's putting his hands on him a little bit, right? Right. Okay. And that last one, I think, is what did it. He was in his face a little bit. He's hitting his shoulder pads. You know how players do it, coaches do. They get each other pumped up or whatever. Push each other in the pads. But then I think it was this swing right here at the end. So he hits him right there. Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest, Crick. That dude's getting hit harder than that on the field. You know what I mean?
He gets hit harder than that in fucking warm-ups, man.
I know.
Come on, give me a break. He smacked him on the chest plate right there. Shoulder pads. They're shoulder pads for a damn reason. Give me a break. This is ridiculous right here. And you got all his buddies over there fucking holding his head up out of the dirt and everything. Don't be a dumbass, dude. You're a professional football player. Hold the ball through the goal line. Score the damn touchdown. I can't believe how often this stupid shit happens at the professional level.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like he hit him upside the head or whatever.
No.
He hit him in the shoulder pads. All right.
He deserved to be smacked in the side of the head after that.
This is just your classic ass chewing that you get because you deserve it because you're being a dumbass. And you know what? I bet you he never drops the ball again. I bet you he runs it over to the ref every single time the rest of the season after this, if he gets another chance.
If you get another chance, you were already the third string fucking running back coming into this season. And now you got James Conner and Trey Benson both out. James Conner for the year, Trey Benson for a few weeks and stuff like that. This guy gets a chance right here to step in, make his mark, earn his spot and everything. You do some stupid shit like that. Then you want to go over and pout about it, and you want to get upset if the coach says something to you. That's ridiculous. Yeah. The soft-ass society we live in.
That is. Speaking of the soft society we live in, of course, because everyone's just the way these players grew up nowadays, we're starting to see that generation of, the participation trophy. It's okay. Yeah. You did your best. And not like it used to be back in the day. Like some of those famous movies we see of coaches ripping into players and whatnot. Or my favorite thing is it's not a sports movie, but Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But of course, the league, actually, it's not even the league. I believe it was the Arizona organization themselves decided to fine Jonathan Gannon $100,000 for that ass chewing because of that hit to the player's chest. $100,000. That is absolutely ridiculous. This is the first coach we've seen fined for something like this on the sideline since Bruce Arians in 2022. But Bruce Arians, he was only fined $50,000, and he hit the guy upside the head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I understand a little bit, and
if dude had a helmet on, and he smacked him upside the head, I have zero problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, I do too, but I can kind of see when
you don't have a helmet on, now we're fighting. But
yeah. But also, I could see the league like, hey, we're trying to, prevent these concussions, and that's just a bad look. So I could see a little bit of that. I don't know, but I'm with you on that one.
That is what they would say, though.
Yeah, I could see the argument, but yeah, right, that was a bad look. But $100,000, dude. This is like what you get fined. Like, this is what some of the coaches get fined when in some of those like Patriot scandals and whatnot, or when teams get in trouble.
What did Jalen Carter get fined for spitting on Dak?
Oh, well, it was a game check.
Well,
Ended up not being that
that's
much.
probably pretty. Yeah, for him that's probably pretty fat. But
well, I think his I don't know. He's on his rookie contract, so it's not too crazy. But
yeah,
still,
either way, he probably didn't get fined that much more for spitting on dude than this guy did for just you getting emotional in the moment. There, you got to give a little grace for that too, man. This guy knows that he's out there in a spot where his job is going to be pretty much under the microscope. He's going to be, on the chopping block all the time, and stuff like that can cost that man his job and his livelihood.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's crazy. But what was more shocking than the ridiculous fine and the fact that he even got fined, and Jonathan Gannon came out and apologized for it, which I don't think he had to apologize either.
No.
Former players weigh in on this, and I'm shocked. Listen, I love Chris Long. I loved him as a player. Obviously, he was there with the Patriots when they won the Super Bowl. I'm shocked by this response from Chris Long.
I'm a fan of John Gannon. Brother, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
And I know there's some fans out there, like there's a lot of fans that are like, well, toughen up and all this shit because like their little league coach pushed them or something. But bro,
No, dude. It's not that. It's you're getting paid millions of dollars and you're a professional athlete and you screwed up and your coach chewed you out, dude. That's what it is. You're a grown ass man. You fucked up and you got to own it now.
We took this kind of thing at the high school level every day. I don't know where. I'm sure all these guys play pretty good high school football somewhere, but I don't know how they do it wherever they're from. But we had these kind of altercations with a coach on a daily basis in high school football.
Yeah, dude. This dude should be over there doing push-ups or something, like pissed off, not like sulking. Like, what are we doing? If anything, you could say Jonathan Gannon's over there trying to get his guy focused up, to get his head back in the game because he see his player just pouting on the sideline, all sad and whatnot. Be like, we still got a game to win, dude. You could argue he's trying to fire him up.
Yeah, let's talk about the fact that there's still 11 minutes left in the game. You're still up by 2 touchdowns, and you're gonna have to go back out there and make some more plays, man.
Yeah.
It's like a grown man game.
Yeah, we're all grown.
Don't fucking put your hands on me.
Because the issue is like what that is. It's just like in the moment,
it's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope.
Because then what if DeMarcado
turned and he jabs Gannon and it just.
First of all, he wouldn't because he'd be kicked off the team.
Yeah.
There's nothing there that Gannon did that would respond would require a response from the player or invoke a response from the player. Now, like you said, if he hits him upside the head, that's different when he has his helmet off. You know what I mean?
That's different. Then we're fighting. But at the same time, everybody has altercations with their boss at some point in time in their life where you get chewed out. He may not bump you, but we're also not wearing pads at every one of our fucking jobs either. But learn to take an ass chewing, dude. When you screwed up, own it a little bit. I would like to hear DeMarcado's take on all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would like to hear. How he feels about it.
Come on and be like, I don't think coach should have got fined. That was my fault. I deserved the ass chewing there, and he didn't
own it, man.
He didn't really hurt me with any of those because he hit me right.
Hurt me a lot more with his words than he did that punch to the chest.
Yeah, and I just can't believe this is a grown man sport. Yeah, dude, you're a grown man. And when all of us, when you fuck up, you got to own it. You know what I mean?
Dude.
You got to own it.
Yeah, he said it right there. It's a grown man sport. Then act like a fucking grown man.
Yeah. I can't believe this take from Chris Long.
I think that's trash right there, and I lost a lot of respect. Give me a fucking break. Grow up.
Just drops him.
Because Gannon pushed him hard.
Absolutely.
Pushed him, dude. Pushed him. That's all we're talking about is pushing.
In football.
Dude,
this happens on a baseball field. It's a whole different deal and stuff like that. But it's on a fucking football. Hey, you think anybody on the ice? You think any hockey player out there has got a problem with something like this? If a coach gets in their ass and smacks them on the shoulder pads while they're sitting on the bench after they just screwed up and gave up a goal or something, you think any hockey player's got a problem with that?
No, not at all.
Not a single
And it looked like it hit him twice. And whether you're hitting the pads aggressively or whatever, it's just like if the tables turn, then it's a whole.
I know
there would be no reason for the tables to be turned. Like coach didn't cross the line anywhere.
No, like for one,
there's a lot of
since you were basically born, you know what it's like on a football field. You know the kind of atmosphere you're in. You know what you're dealing with, dude.
Yeah.
Tommy Tough Nuts football fans that are like, hey, well, this is the way it's supposed to be is, you're supposed to just listen to your fucking coach and shit.
I mean, you are. I think this is why. I mean, the players are making so much money nowadays. That's why we see players like not have respect for their coaches and just like
exactly, bro. That's all these fucking podcasts and shit are part of the problem.
They are, and I think he makes an ass out of himself there. Terrible take. Like I said, I love Chris Long, but I mean that's a terrible take. You're a grown man. You fucked up in a huge way. Ultimately, ended up costing your team a game. And the fact that the coach got fired or got fined for that is absolutely insane. But it shows what society we live in now, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah, and this is part of the problem. You got guys that actually played the game out there, and they have a problem with it. It's been getting soft for 20 damn years. We might as well put fucking flags on them.
Yeah. But I want to hear your opinion. So drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Was the coach right to do what he did, or was the league right for fining him? Let me know what your opinion is in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you guys on the next one.